So here's my wonderful audience, my wonderful neighbors who volunteered to do this.
Hello. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so let's all be honest. I have a question. How many of you have ever accidentally forgotten to take a dose of a medication or stopped a medication before you were supposed to because your symptoms went away? Yes, I have. I'm guilty of it, and I go to pharmacy school in a couple weeks. And so this is the topic that we're going to be talking about today. Medication non-compliance. By me, Rachael Shippey, future doctor of pharmacy. So today we're going to discuss the multifaceted cost of medication non-compliance. We're going to talk about how it's become a national health issue. We're going to talk about the root of the problem, the causes, and the solutions. And just to let you know, I will be using medication non-compliance and medication non-adherence interchangeably throughout the presentation. So, what is it? According to a 2003 report from the World Health Organization titled Adherence to Long-Term Therapies, Medication Non-Compliance is basically when medication is not taken as prescribed by a doctor. And this leads to a medication not being as effective or just a patient not refusing to take their medication at all. And so how does this affect us in the real world? So, and according to a Duke Health article from 2018 by Tim Pittman, around 125,000 people die every year due to complications from medication non-compliance. And it's not just a human health cost. We spend about $100 to $300 billion every year treating these complications from medication non-compliance. So let's talk about the causes. According to a 2021 Medical News Today article by Jen Husen, we have 3 big reasons why people don't take their medications as prescribed. First, we have people intentionally not taking their medication, whether they think they don't need it or they're afraid of side effects. We also have unintentional, so that means just a patient maybe forgetting a dose every day. And then we have economic barriers. So as we know, prescriptions are pretty expensive, and some people unfortunately just cannot afford the cost of their medications. So let's talk about some solutions. We'll start on a large scale and work our way in. So according to one of their November 2017 weekly morbidity and mortality reports, CDC scientists came together to discuss large-scale national solutions that we can have to help increase medication compliance. So that can be switching our healthcare system towards a patient care team model, meaning that for each patient, all of their doctors, pharmacists, nurses all communicate with each other and to the patient about medication requirements, medication changes, everything like that, everything to do with their care. And also, we could just try and reduce the cost of prescriptions and just medications in general for everybody. And so, as far as local solutions, the CDC also did another report in May of 2024 called Pharmacy-Based Interventions to Improve Medication Adherence. They talked about pharmacies adopting a model that focuses on one-on-one patient and pharmacist interactions. So, one of these models is called the appointment-based model. And this could be when a patient calls the pharmacy, makes an appointment to pick up their medications, and they would pick up all their medications at once, which would lower the amount of times that they have to go to the pharmacy, and also provide the pharmacist that one-on-one private time to discuss medication changes with the patient. And now we have personal solutions. What can you do to help combat medication non-compliance? So, referring back to that same CDC article, they suggest medication therapy management. So, you can walk into your pharmacy today and do this. What medication therapy management is talking to your pharmacist about all your medications, any current conditions you struggle with, lifestyle, diet, or even struggles that you have from taking your medications. And a pharmacist can help you in many different ways, such as negotiating lower costs for your medications, creating a a medication schedule for you, so you're taking your medications at the right time of day. They can even change dosage forms if you have trouble swallowing, and they can even print bigger labels. Pharmacists are the most accessible healthcare professional out there, and they can help you at no cost to you. But outside of the pharmacy, you can talk to loved ones. If you feel like someone that you care for is struggling taking their medications every day, you open a non-judgmental line of dialogue with them and encourage them to reach out to their healthcare professionals in order to improve their health outcomes. So, in conclusion, today we talked about medication noncompliance and the thousands of lives that are lost every year and the billions of dollars that are spent to treating the complications that come from this issue. We talked about the causes, whether they be intentional, non-intentional, or economic. We also talked about solutions that include reducing cost of medications for consumers, increasing one-on-one time with pharmacists, and talking to your loved ones about their medications if you feel like they're struggling. So now that you're armed with this knowledge, you can go out and help prevent medication noncompliance, because you never know when a conversation with a health professional or loved one could save a life. And so here again is my lovely audience. Thank you guys.